It's not asking you to actually find the value. It's just asking you to write it in a different form. So you're not trying to use your calculator. You don't need your calculator at all for these. Speaking of radical and exponential, which 3 out of these 6 are in radical form? How do you know? Correct. Alright. And then these are exponential because of the exponent. So we're going to change these to look like a radical, these to look like exponential. Do y'all care what we start with? Alright, we'll start with exponential then. This 1 over 7, which one's the power? Do y'all remember? There's a power and a root. Which one is which? Correct. And you can remember it because root always goes on bottom like a tree. People with more power rise to the top. So to rewrite this, we know 11 is going to be what's underneath the radical. The root, where do I write that at? The 7. Yes. 7th root of 11 to the what power? First, which I don't have to write that. 11 to the first is just 11. That's it. Go ahead and do 2 and 3 on your own. Alright, Brandon, tell me how you rewrote number 2.
Was it 3 and then
Good. How do we say that, though? Instead of square root, it's what? Cube root. Good. Cube root of 15. Julie, what'd you get for this one?
300 squared to the third power.
300 squared to the third power. That would look like this. 300 squared to the third.
The square root of 300 to the third power.
Good.
Sorry.
I know what you meant. I just want y'all to practice y'all's math language. So when y'all get to pre-cal, y'all can impress your teachers and say, yeah, we learned Miss Horton's math language. So, yeah. Alright. Oh, this, by the way, you don't have to actually find out what 300 cubed is. You just leave it like that. So again, this is just writing it in a different form. You don't have to actually evaluate it. Alright, number 4, 47. We know that's going to be our base. For the exponent, we know it's power or root on top? Power. So what's the power of 47? And the root? Good. That's it. Number 5, I do want to do together. How many terms are underneath the radical? Yes. So these 3 terms they won't all have the same exponent. For example, like 3 is being raised to the what power? Over. So A would be A to the 5. Good. And B to the, yes, 2/3. Good. Do number 6. Alright, Connor, tell me how to write it.
162 and 1 over 4.
Perfect.
And then P5.
Good. So any questions about these? Very good. One thing, I didn't put one like this on your notes, but if they were to ask you, write this example now. 4th root of 16 squared. And I were to tell you to put this in exponential, you would write 16 to the what power? 2/4. I don't want you to leave it like this. I want you to write what? Yes, 16 to the 1/2. So if you can simplify the exponents, make sure you do that. Everybody understand? Okay. The next ones are evaluating. This is where you actually find what is negative 27 to the 2/3 power. So you can just type this straight into your calculator. But make sure that you type it in like this. Parentheses negative 27 raised to parentheses 2/3 power. And if you don't know how to do this in your calculator, let me know. But go ahead and do 7, 8, 9 on your own. Yes.
The button on this one is like you're going to do 2 to the 30 to 2 raised to the 30.
Alright, everybody done? Sawyer, what'd you get for this one? Everybody agree? Did anybody not get 9 on their calculator? Because I had this one boy in first period who couldn't get these and then wouldn't tell me. He's too scared to ask for help. Like I'm a scary bully or something. So everybody got this. Okay. Abigail Kennedy, what'd you get for this one?
6.
Everybody agree? William, what'd you get for this one? Everybody agree. One thing, let's check for plus or minus. So when we evaluate, and I'll put this on your test, you need to ask yourself plus or minus. Does 7 need a plus or minus? Tell me why. Yes. What about this one? This one? Yes. So if the denominator is an even number, you need a plus or minus. Alright, what do y'all think? Easiest we've done so far? Me too. Alright, do 10 through 21 on your own. I know it looks like a lot, but it'll take you 2 minutes. And then I'm going to have y'all put these up on the board for us to go over. Don't forget about your plus or minuses on 18 through 21 when you're evaluating.
This one is here. So if you want to do 2, you can do 2, then take off button, then 7 from there.
If you can't read something, let me know and I'll tell you what it says. Some of these are blurry. If you have a marker, if you'll put one of these up there, and then you can leave your marker up there. Alright, as soon as I get done, what I'm going to do is over here on my sheet, I'm going to put a check point if it's correct, or a check if it's correct, and then if I don't put a check, we'll talk about what we need to change, okay? Number 10 is good. The answer is fifth root of 8. Alright, number 11 is good. Also, if you had the 7th root of 16, that's fine too. Like if you went ahead and squared the 4, that's fine. Any questions so far? Alright, number 3 is good, but when we're writing it from exponential to radical, you don't need the plus or minus, okay? So this one should just be 4th root of a cubed. Number 13, same thing, you don't need the plus or minus, but it's good. If you had the square root of x to the 9th, that'd be fine too. Like if you went ahead and multiplied the 3's. 14 is good. 15's good. 16's good. 17's good. 18 is good. 19, is that a 4? Yes, that's good. Alright, 20 is good, but I want you to leave these as fractions. So what would that be as a fraction? Good. And if you don't have a calculator, let me talk about this one for a minute. This one has a negative exponent. What do we do to make a negative exponent positive? Yes, so it'd be 1 over square root of 16, which is 1 over 4. Does everybody see that? We need the plus or minus because it's a 2 on bottom. And then the last one we need to fix. The last one should be plus or minus what? What's that as a? Yes. So on this one, that person might have just thought it said to the 1/4. This said he went to the negative 1/4, so we know we have to put it on bottom. 4th root of 81 is 3, so it's plus or minus 1/3. Everybody good with this chapter? I did do a check point on it because I think y'all are good with that. What we're going to do now is don't pack this up, flip it over. And we are going to do a Kahoot game on this chapter. Now the first one's like really easy, the first few problems, then it gets harder. That's why you need to have this sheet out because you'll need some scratch paper. Each problem you have enough time to work it out. I want everybody participating. If you don't, I'll just give you something really fun to do. I'm being sarcastic. I want everybody